Basically providing equal opportunities for both males and females within the different sports available. Caroline Dixon, senior midfielder from Manchester, England. I actually started playing when I was around 10 or 11. I also did gymnastics at the same time, but then it got to a point where I had to choose between the gymnastics and the soccer, and I went with soccer.
Why'd you go with soccer?
The bruises didn't look too good in a leotard. And I found it more enjoyable. I think the men's and women's, a lot of it is unequal. Going from the funding available, the publicity that we receive, especially on soccer level. Women's football back home isn't as big as the men's side. I used to play for a team called Blackburn Rovers. They were in the English Premier League, but the women's side obviously not as big as the men's were. Definitely, that's one of the main reasons I came over here. To be able to combine my academic studies and still play competitively was a big factor in doing it. I mean, there is college soccer, definitely not as competitive, not as big. I did play for one team, and the girls would drink after and even before games, and it's more of a social setting, whereas here it's you're competitive, and it's like college soccer over here is similar to club soccer back home. I came in 2009, I believe. My freshman year I was in Oklahoma, and then I transferred for my sophomore year, and I've been here ever since. Ever since growing up, the women's teams over here, like the US national team, they've always been very good. I don't know whether that comes from the foundations that are over here, the collegiate level. But I had friends that came over, and they always said good things about it, and I just always wanted to do it. I would say definitely. I mean, I think if it wasn't in place, I wouldn't be here. This was my dream. It sounds corny, but this was my dream growing up. I always wanted to play in the States, and I'm in my senior year. It's nearly over, but it's been fantastic.